In a broad world of tarot, where we constantly seek guidance to our questions pertaining to broken hearts, the acquisition of more money, improved health, and the common fare, the readings contained within our universe are meant to inform us of the dangers lurking around random corners and to provide direction on how best to avoid them. This information is timeless, so whether it gives us insight into our present, direction towards our future, or clears away the shroud of confusion surrounding our past, let us now delve deep into the mysterious realms of Phantom Justice Tarot.
Hello, and thank you again for joining me for another installment of Phantom Justice Tarot. I am your host, The Phantom, and I pray that you all are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourselves, and taking care of one another. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And remember, if there are any messages that I say in this reading that do not resonate with you or your situation, then please leave those messages on the floor. Leave them at the door. Someone else will come along, pick them up. I promise and guarantee you. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right, let's go ahead and see. What is at the center of this reading? The Page of Swords in the reverse. So, somebody has been spying, watching, maybe trying to gain some information for their own personal gain. Thinking that they were being very smart or being very clever, but I feel as if they overstepped their boundaries, or they fell into their own trap in some way. Because someone here was, as I said, maybe looking and kind of trying to spy and gain information, see what they could learn on something. But this same information that they were trying to use against someone else, or that they were trying to garner for themselves, has now come back around to kind of get them. And then we get the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, they pretty much wound up stabbing themselves in their own back. That's so fucking funny to say and to think about, because we hear the term being stabbed in the back all the time, where someone is doing that to another person. But pretty much this person dug their own grave. I guess that would be another appropriate term to say. But I did say that whatever it was that they were trying to gain so they could use for their own personal advantage, the sword is been turned around on them. Something's come to an end. They fell on their own swords, pretty much. They were being a martyr. And being a martyr is not a bad thing, because being a martyr is just pretty much a person who has sacrificed themselves in order for the greater good. But this mofo right here, they only sacrificed it. They didn't even mean to do this. That's the thing. Oh, thumbs up. They didn't even mean to do this. This kind of happened by chance, or it happened by circumstance, or it's just very synchronistic, because they were really trying to gain something or information to use so they could sacrifice somebody else. So, all right, let's get some more energy on this, and let's get further into this reading. This person was very immature. If they were an adult, could be a child involved, or children, or just someone with a very what's this? Immature personality. Did another card flip over? No. The Two of Pentacles. But as I said, like holding some kind of information, and I feel as if they had a choice on what to do with this. They definitely had some kind of choice, because the twos also always represent choices. You know, they're, what does it say, two sides, well, three sides they restore, but that's not the term I'm looking for really, but weighing the pros and cons, that's what I'm trying to get to. Someone here was weighing the pros and cons and maybe felt as if there were more pros than consequences. So they felt as if there were more benefit. There was a greater benefit for them versus what could potentially happen to them if they followed through on this plot. Interesting. Plotting to do something. So they pretty much let the negative outweigh the positive. I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I might be confusing myself. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. But they felt like they had more to gain than what they had to lose. But they lost a lot. I don't know if this person lost their life, or if someone connected to them lost their life or something. But here we go. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So King of Wands is that energy of taking charge, calling the shots, calling somebody out. So maybe someone could have called this person out. What's this that fell out? The Lovers. Gemini energy here. So it's something about a choice. Okay. So the Lovers, I'm like, all right, is the Lovers making correct choices for ourselves? Obviously, if this person fell on their own sword or became their own sacrifice when they were trying to sacrifice somebody else, they didn't seem, in my opinion, okay, in my opinion, doesn't seem as if they made a very healthy, wise choice. But if we look at the context of the Lovers, this is people who are energetically aligned, people who are on the same accord, people who are in love, people who are moving in the right direction towards the relationship that they are establishing. If it's not a personal relationship, it could be a business relationship or something dealing with family or friends or any of that nature. But this could have been someone who was jealous of a lover's rival, you know, or someone they were with. Hell yeah. So it could have been someone who was trying to take out their own lover, or someone they were in some kind of attachment with, or trying to gain information or do something so they could blackmail and use that against a person who their former lover was seeing. You know what I mean? This person could have been lying. Well, we already know they were lying. Page of Swords in the reverse, that's a liar. That's a liar. So they could have been lying on children. Maybe this person tried to lie to someone about Another person doing something to a kid or something. Lied to the police about that. Because here we go with the Chariot card that comes out in the reverse. That's Cancer energy. The sign of Cancer. So maybe there was law enforcement that was called or something. CPS maybe being called. So if there was, I don't know, if there was something called, or maybe they were being negligent, they didn't move forward with something, they didn't make the correct calls. Something being stopped in their tracks, though. Someone being stopped. Let's see. The Knight of Swords comes out in the reverse. This Knight of Swords energy, that's usually one that is quick to cut to the chase, to kind of be, they move very swiftly. And they move in a way where they're very logical. They already know what they're going to do, what action they're going to take. And they pretty much just go in to get the job done. But this is someone just being very emotionally disconnected in some way. Maybe even being a bit reckless with their thought pattern, with their behavior. They didn't think before they spoke. They didn't think before they took this action. Three of Cups. They could have been working with people. Maybe even recklessly talking. Because like I said, the Knight of Swords, they're quick. They're to the chase. They don't mince any words. And they do what they have to do. They say what they have to say. But in the reverse, though, like I said, they're a bit reckless at the mouth. Like they don't care who they cut down. They're not gonna think about it. They're just they don't care, pretty much. This could have been people they were connected with. This could have been people that they were related to in a family, friends, a social setting. They could have been in a social setting or a social gathering as well too, and somebody completely lost their shit. Somebody lost their shit. Somebody showed their hand. They were really reckless at the mouth. They really showed how cold they were, how jealous they were. Their the lies that they were telling, maybe something had come out, something was exposed, it came to light. And this very well could have happened at a social gathering where it was family, where it was friends, or people who were celebrating in some type of way. Maybe they were mad that they couldn't reconcile with someone. The Empress reconcile with because the Empress is that feminine energy, whether it can be a man, but it represents the archetype of the mother. So, someone who is giving birth or giving new life to something or someone. And if it's not a new life of a human or a person, then it could very well mean business, a partnership, something that has the potential to grow. So this could have been the mother of someone's child or children, but we did mention here someone was willing to lie about a child or lie on someone regarding a child. And as I'm going into this instance of, or this example of someone lying on another one or being jealous, not wanting something to grow, so if this was a child's mother or something like that, or somebody was with this person, their ex got with somebody else, they were mad, they were jealous, they maybe even accused the new person of doing something to the child, trying to get law enforcement involved. That could be a situation as well. The Ace of Cups comes out in the reverse. No love. Ace of Cups, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy right there. Then we have Taurus and Libra with the Empress, but the planet that represents this card is Venus. Venus is what? The planet, the goddess of love, right there. Ace of Cups, that's all about love, all about new love, renewed love, pregnancy, giving birth, but something has been poured out. The love is not there anymore. So if this was a person, as I just said, with that scenario of the jealousy and the lying and the backstabbing, trying to set someone up to take the fall for something, is because they were purely jealous because they weren't receiving the love, the affection, the time, whatever it was that they had been receiving that they had wanted. But I mean, it's not... Obviously, we know that that's someone who's not working with a full deck right there, and who was not able to cut their losses, and who wanted to hold on to someone or something by any means necessary, even if that meant hurting another one. Because this could have gotten physical. This could have gotten physical. But clearly someone was not using logic with this emotion or lack of emotion. The Star card, Aquarius energy, that comes out. So someone very hurt, very unhealed, not wanting something to be produced. It's maybe seeing that someone was getting attention, or that they would have been getting the attention, and they wanted to put a stop to this, and they wanted to take someone out, as I said, because they were no longer in a position, or they were no longer being seen as someone who was being worthy of even being in whatever position that it was. And they were being replaced. And they could not take that. And they didn't want that. Here we go with the Page of Pentacles. Someone having new potential, having growth for something. So potential for growth for a new relationship. This could have been someone even... Like I said, they tried to use their kid, if that was a situation, but trying to pit children against each other as well, too. I don't know, it's kind of like that, those fairy tales, like Snow White, Cinderella, all of that, with just the rivalry, mother against the daughter, or mother against the stepdaughter rather, sister against the sister, or the stepsister against the other sister, or something of that nature. But it's pitting people against one another in order to create some type of dissension within a connection. Let's see. The King of Cups comes out in the reverse. Somebody's very cold and heartless. Like they hold things very close to them. Somebody's very unfeeling. Use a lot of emotional manipulation tactics. This is someone who's emotionally abusive. But I did say something got physical here. Whether this be a man or whether this be a woman, but someone who's very physically abusive. So this could have been someone who did something to their own kid or to their own children, but then they tried to set someone else up to take the fall for it. Hell, this could have been a woman who set a kid up to be abused or hurt or something in some way. And they said, damn. They could have even set their own partner up, their own husband, their own wife. And I say that because they wanted to keep this person in check. They wanted to keep this person in place. They would much have rather for this person to be locked up or in jail or to be in some type of legal trouble rather than see this person with somebody else. This is a mean motherfucker here. And I mean, this is horrible. To put their own child or put somebody else's child in danger just because they didn't want to give up somebody or they didn't want to let go or release some type of relationship that I don't even feel was in alignment with them anymore. But like I said, they would rather have fallen on their own sword rather than see someone else happy. And that's what happened here. Someone could have been lying or set someone up to take the fall for something. The Knight of Pentacles comes out in the reverse. Someone who's very irresponsible. Someone very lazy. So they wanted the work done, but they didn't want they wanted the work done, but they didn't want to put in the work. They enlisted somebody else to do this. This really is some damn Snow White shit, ain't it? They enlisted somebody else to get their hands dirty. Because this person, I feel, like I said, they were the brains of this. They were the brains of this operation. So they were in charge of this scheme, this plot. I don't know if this went down. I pray to God that it did not. But someone was stopped in their tracks, though. So whoever they set up to do this, whoever they paid to do this, whoever they enlisted to do something. Give me more on this. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Because this is the one, this person was very smart. This person was very smart, and I say that because they may have had the experience, so they already knew, but something came along to stop them, or something came along that made them not proceed. Seven of Wands. Maybe they saw that someone had some kind of protection around them, or that someone had some kind of security, or hell, maybe someone fought back. Someone fought back with this. So that's what stopped them. That's what made them not proceed further. The Four of Cups. This could have been someone who they possibly tried to attack by, because they thought they had their guard down. They thought they weren't paying attention. Or maybe they thought that they could corner this person, get them alone in some way. Maybe try to offer them something, or maybe try to give them something, but someone didn't take the bait. And this is what kept that person protected. This is what kept this person from being able to do whatever it was that they had been sent to do. Damn. And maybe someone wasn't even aware of this, but they just felt intuitively they needed to stay away, or that they needed to put up some kind of guard, maybe just kind of standing their ground to this person, but they were protected because they refused some kind of offer. Somebody could have set another person up to send another person some kind of love offer or something like to go out to a party or to do something, but they trusted their instincts and they didn't proceed with this person. Two of Cups. All right. So here we go with another two. So that's about partnerships. It's about alliance. It's about something being in balance. Avoiding disaster, I will say, with this Three of Swords that comes out in the reverse. Because that's my Heartbreak Hotel card. But when it comes out in the reverse like this is saying that we avoided that disappointment. We avoided the hurt. So if someone could have sent another person towards someone else just so they could maybe date them or do something with them and then kind of leave them high and dry, break their heart. In the least extreme scenario, this is somebody playing games with another person's heart and with their emotions, setting them up to be hurt, disappointed, and Heartbreak Hotel, thinking that they would be in some kind of partnership or something with somebody, and then the other person would have just left them high and dry. That's the least extreme. The most extreme is what I was just saying here. If someone wanted another person to physically attack another person or to hurt them physically. It's one thing to be hurt emotionally. It's another thing to be hurt emotionally and mentally. It's a whole other thing and a whole other extreme to be hurt physically. And I feel as if one or all of those things were going on as well. But again, you put the energy where that goes. So it could have been someone as sinister as wanting another person to enlisting them to date someone, take them out, and then someone could have been sexually assaulted even. And then snuffed out, killed. Hell, and if it wasn't somebody who was doing that, then it could have very well been that person who had their own sinister plans to do this to this Empress energy. Someone who was creating, someone who was growing, someone who was very abundant. Maybe seeing them as very abundant and wanting what it was that they had. Wanting to take whatever energy or take what it is that they saw that was valuable within this person. So it's kind of like that scenario, just kind of, it's like sexually assaulting someone, then robbing them, and then just killing them. And that's fucking horrible. But someone avoided that, I feel. But again, it's because of them refusing to do something or refusing to go somewhere. Maybe they didn't meet up with this person. The plans didn't go how another person wanted it. Unfortunately for some, this may have occurred, but Boston, I don't know. That just popped into my mind, Boston. So that could resonate with this reading. It doesn't have to be, but the Hierophant. So definite Taurus energy out here. That's about spiritual authority, leadership, going to someone else with the answers or looking for someone for guidance, like therapists, counseling. Somebody was off their medications. When I said counseling, and that popped into my head. So, or someone was mixing medications or mixing prescription medications with street drugs or mixing it with alcohol. Which made them very overly confident, overly reckless. So that could have been something that fueled them as well too in this attack or in this behavior, or even just agreeing to. Somebody could have been amped up or hyped up. What's on the bottom? The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Very sexually charged energy. So if this was a person or whoever who enlisted another person to do this, maybe they used sex to do this, and they got this person all very hot and bothered, I suppose. I don't know, using that just so they could have them do this job or something. But again, this just, I don't know. Like I said, I know I said a lot right here, but someone here, that main focus, I feel, it's a lot of lies, it's a lot of deception, it's a lot of just sinister vibes that are coming from this reading, and it's based around like somebody's physical attractiveness or what they had or what they felt or what somebody else felt that they might have been lacking or that somebody else could get. That's fucking crazy, fucking weird. But anyway, this reading has gone on entirely too long. But thank you all again for joining me for another installment of Phantom Justice Tarot. I pray that you all continue to do well, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and take care of one another. And please hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And if there are some things that I said in this message that do not resonate with you, then you already know what to do. Leave them for somebody else and take what does resonate with your story. Until next time, bye-bye.